Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. It's Tuesday, but we've got an early look at Killmonger #1 out this Wednesday from Marvel Comics. Now, for those who don't know, Killmonger is one of the breakout characters from Black Panther. He was played by Michael B. Jordan. And basically, he made an argument that was somewhat agreeable. A lot of people think Killmonger was right. Now, this comic series could easily have just kind of adapted that version of Killmonger for the Marvel Universe, but we're getting something a little bit different. Written by Bryan Edward Hill, art by Juan Ferreyra, and then Joe Sabino's letterer. This is kind of like the early years of Erik Killmonger and how he got trained and to the position that he was at. It's an interesting first issue, and there's a lot that I enjoyed, but also say I think there's a lot that was missing from it as well. Now, the Killmonger that we got in Black Panther film was very deep. It had a lot of layers to him, and as I said, there was many points where you could agree with him that he looked at Wakanda wasn't doing enough for its people. That people like Claw and some of the others were colonizers, destroying Africa. And that Wakanda, even though they could have easily protected the continent and various peoples, chose not to. So it's an interesting comic in that there is a little bit of that. It kind of touches upon it slightly, but it's the Erik Killmonger of the Marvel comic universe, not the cinematic universe. So a lot of that depth we don't see in this first issue. We get his early years. There's hints about his youth, and we kind of see him starting off on his journey, especially his training to become as good as he is. And the thing is, I don't know Killmonger as far as a character. It's not a character that I read a lot about. I hadn't read tons of Black Panther comics. So it was more modern stuff. Priest and on, kind of the Marvel Knights and on is where I kind of read Black Panther. So the early years and really his background, all that is things I just don't know very well. So this is all fairly new to me, and I can't really say how it fits into Erik Killmonger's actual history in the Marvel Universe. I'm just going to kind of judge it on this first issue. And while it's good, I think it lacks some depth that I was hoping for. There's a little bit of complication to the character. There is a lot of depth. I'm going to keep on probably using that word a lot, that we've seen in the cinematic universe that's just not here. The word colonizers dropped once, and I feel like it's kind of a nod to the film, and kind of loses some of the impact from the film, especially kind of because it's left. I mean, it's a hint as to his worldview and how he sees things, but it's just kind of an odd moment. So, I mean, the issue is a lot of, I think, odd moments put together, flashes of his history, and we kind of get to the story eventually. And once we get to that story of, really kind of where he starts getting his training and becoming the character that he eventually becomes, when that hits, it just kind of feels like we've seen it before in various other films. It just turns into kind of this average revenge story. So while I was hoping for something a bit more nuanced and rich with ideas and concepts, this it just doesn't quite work for me. So unfortunately, I can't quite recommend this. I have a feeling once things pick up in the next few issues, it's going to be way better, but as far as in first issue, it winds up just kind of being a very generic revenge story to me. And it doesn't quite have the richness that I was expecting. Especially from Bryan Edward Hill, who is a hell of a writer, an amazing writer, and he does kind of play things out in the long run, but I was hoping for maybe a little bit more in this first issue. I fully understand that he's up against a hell of a thing with the film, and to be able to kind of not necessarily match that, but kind of get to that level is not an easy thing. So this feels a little bit more kind of generic James Bondish type stuff than you know, what I was hoping for and what I was expecting. So as far as the story, I'm kind of eh. The art is interesting. There's some really good stuff at moments. Kind of it's interesting. So like, let's see some of the art here. And then, like, this page I think is really great. So it's, or not necessarily really great, but like really, it's good. So it's kind of like, it's a weird mix. And then of course we get this, is what kicks things off. So yeah, like overall, it's, I think I expected more from the comic. Definitely want to keep on reading. I want to see where Hill takes it all. You know, I have a feeling this is a character that Marvel's going to kind of plumb the depths of quite as much as they can. So, overall, like, it's not bad. It's just, I wish there was more to it. I wish there was just a little bit more adult and a little less comic, if that makes sense. I wanted cerebral, and we got a revenge story. We got pretty much, like, 80s revenge story. So, it is what it is. It's out this Wednesday for Marvel, December 4th. You can go get it from your comic shops. You know, obviously go support your comic shops first and foremost. They are the backbone of the industry. Without them, things just would not function the way they do. So go support them. If you don't know if you have a shop near you, don't know where shop's near you, we got a link beneath this video. You put in your zip code, tell if your shop's near you. No shop, no problem. We have affiliate links. There are affiliate links, so we get a small percentage of that. By doing that, you help support our site, though. And speaking of support, I want to thank Marvel for hooking us up with the review copy. Sorry with the kind of the lackluster review, but can't win them all. But we like to also be transparent as to what we get for free, so you can make a decision as to how full of it we are. And I want to thank you for watching, as always. If you are into Marvel, if you're into comics, you can check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Pinterest, all at Graphic Policy. Until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.